Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses nation, says lockdown is gone but coronavirus still lingers on. Manipur reports 284 new cases and 4 deaths in the last 24 hours. Confirmed cases reach 16,000. Death toll reaches 121. India's COVID-19 tally near 76 lakhs with over 46,000 new cases recorded in the last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above 88%. Six student bodies, MSU, Desam, KSA, AIMS, MSF and SUK claim Chief Minister N. Biren of floating COVID-19 SOPs during by-election rallies. And MLA K. Megachandra termed exodus of MLAs from Congress party as positive turn of events, calling them violators of party norms and greedy for ministerial posts. Kurumjari, good evening. You are watching Tuesday Primetime English Bulletin on Impact News. And I'm Victoria Rajkumari with you. To stay protected from coronavirus infection, wash your hands frequently, wear your face masks properly and maintain a safe distance. In the next 30 minutes, I'll be taking you through the day's latest updates from across the state and the world. First up, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said that whilst the lockdown may have ended, the coronavirus still lingers on, urging people to maintain caution as the festive season kicks in. Addressing the nation this evening, the Prime Minister urged everyone to remember that the lockdown might have ended, but COVID-19 still persists. Modi added that with the efforts of every Indian over the last 7 to 8 months, India is in a stable situation and we must not let it deteriorate. He said Indian scientists are working hard to develop a vaccine for COVID-19. He also reminded that several corona vaccines are being developed in India and some of these are in the advanced stage. Modi also said fertility rate in India is 83 out of every 10 lakh population in India, whereas it is more than 600 in other countries like the US, Brazil, Spain and Britain. He added that the country's recovery rate is good and fertility rate is low. Prime Minister Narendra Modi maintained that 5,500 people out of every 10 lakh population in India are infected, whereas in the figure is around 25%. The Prime Minister urged every citizen of the country to continue fighting against coronavirus until a vaccine arrives. He warned that negligence like coming out without a mask, one is putting oneself, one's family, children and elders in great crisis.
हम में से अधिकांश लोग अपनी जिम्मेदारियों को निभाने के लिए फिर से जीवन को गति देने के लिए रोज घरों से बाहर निकल रहे हैं। त्योहारों के इस मौसम में बाजारों में भी रौनक धीरे धीरे लौट रही है, लेकिन हमें ये भूलना नहीं है कि लॉकडाउन भले चला गया हो, वायरस नहीं गया है। बीते 7-8 महीनों में प्रत्येक भारतीय के प्रयास से भारत आज जिस संभली हुई स्थिति में है, हमें उसे बिगड़ने नहीं देना है और अधिक सुधार करना है।
Now updates on coronavirus cases in Manipur. Manipur reported 284 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and 4 deaths in the last 24 hours. As per the State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 16,062, out of which 3,882 are active cases. In the last 24 hours, coronavirus infected a 58-year-old man from Churachandpur district. 79-year-old man from Thoubal and 62-year-old man from Imphal West District passed away at Sijha Hospital, and coronavirus infected 41-year-old man from Imphal East District passed away at RIMS. With this, death toll has reached 121. On the positive note, 146 people have been discharged in the past 24 hours and recovered cases have reached 12,059. State's recovery rate stands above 75%. Out of the newly infected persons, 277 are from general population and 7 are personnel of Central Armed Police Force. Newly infected persons from the general population are 109 from Imphal West, 58 from Imphal East, 34 from Tamenglong, 15 from Churachandpur, 14 each from Thoubal and Kaching districts, 12 from Bishnupur, 9 from Kangpokpi, 6 from Teknopal, 2 from Ukhrul and 1 each from Jiribam, Noni and Sanapati districts. For persons out of the general population, all from Imphal West district are returnees from other states, while the rest are the locals without any significant travel history. They are being shifted to COVID care facilities and necessary measures are underway. India's COVID-19 case load is nearing 76 lakhs with a single-day spike of 46,790 new cases reported in the last 24 hours. While the number of people who have recovered from the disease are above 67 lakh 33,000, pushing the country's recovery rate to 88.63%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, death toll has reached 1,15,197 and active COVID-19 cases are 7,48,000, with Maharashtra still on the top with above 1,74,000 active cases of COVID-19. According to ICMR, during the last 24 hours, more than 10,32,000 tests have been conducted. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 4 crore 7,43,000 people. Above 1 crore 1,24,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 3 crore and 4 lakh. USA is on the top with more than 27,29,000 active cases of COVID-19, followed by India and Brazil. Six student bodies, MSU, DESAM, KSA, AIMS, MSF and SUK have condemned Chief Minister Nongthombam Bireen of violating COVID-19 related SOPs during bi-pole rallies. Representatives of the six student bodies carried out a protest demonstration at Keshampat Laimajam Laikai Community Hall today, reiterating to fulfill their 12 points charter of demands. Taking part in the protest meet, SUK President N. Dhanakumar appealed to the government to stop blaming the public for failing to abide by COVID-19 related SOPs when the Chief Minister himself has faulted the SOPs during political functions in connection with the upcoming by-election attended by thousands of people. He alleged the government of not being dedicated and sincere enough in fighting COVID-19 pandemic. Dhanakumar accused the BJP-led state government of being more interested in saving the government by getting more involved in the upcoming by-election than saving its citizens from the pandemic. The SUK president warned of intense agitation if the government failed to fulfill their 12-point charter of demands, which includes setting up over 500-bedded hospital dedicated for COVID-19 patients, to form a concrete state policy to combat COVID-19 pandemic, and to reserve either RIMS or Jennings Hospital for the treatment of non-COVID patients.
Lockdown khak tawna COVID ki koi solution porokpadi yaroi thiam masa yaw function da wawda koi SOP ngak tabagi fium dal hojik chathari ba campaign na sida ekoi lengak na su ekoi gi praja da miam sing da di ekoi gi SOP ngak te na paktai tai na kan fine tien na tawriba mayam ma tawra kan da lengak na pangthok pa thabak kaya da di SOP ngak tabagi yam achau chau ma mi tari ba se sida su ekoi gi lengak asina amdam si mut patare ha bu khangbi ba loina na ahen ba am afaba khongthang amada thabuk ching asi paikat ekoi gi miam na su koi hari ba leina asi yam thiba sathi ba leina ni khangba loina na ekoi isai sana section jaba madi isai sana su ekoi gi achau daita kya lobi ba mathau tai hai.
Former Minister Karam Sham has called upon the state government to take necessary measures to rehabilitate homeless drug users amid the tough times of COVID-19 pandemic. He was speaking at the interaction program organized jointly by User Connection and Support Committee, Kanglei Park and Inung Ngalgi Addiction and Rehabilitation Center at the center in Ghari today. It may be mentioned that amid the pandemic, many homeless drug abusers are spending nights in areas like North AOC and market areas. Karam Shah mentioned that cyclist Rohan Film has rehabilitated around 30 such drug abusers in collaboration with a User Connection and Support Committee, Kanglei Park and Inungal Addiction and Rehabilitation Center. He lauded the center for its initiative and advised inmates at the center to lead a normal life. The Langthabal MLA also extended financial help for the inmates to help them get back to normal life.
Zati sigi lan oigena nasada phire ama lawba patamdu nangna tawgena khanba thaba khuding mak tawbanga moidabagi maram sulai leite maram sana sinargadi anything tawge dangami ba mioibagi punsi je noina ade drug sinarga punsi je mangan gadoi maram je karigino hingbaga loina na kanauma kharagi mateng pangena khanbagi wakhalo noida lapu numito nangje popugi mhaiyan ba misak abdo oiradabane han drug sinadra ngauruba lamphai chaluba ade aranbo wakhalondo thadokpa ngamba mikup to noi nupa thoba punsi ma oiradabane lockdown leire shubham namam leitre sura noma saram mayamdo mayum hanmasu yadre akoi sarkar na kari tawgadabno se khanmam thokpatu khandadana mayamgi humanitarian service toriba chaina khara tholaga noibu hingalise ana isa jainau sa afaba wakalon khansi afaba thabak tausi nupa thongna punsi hingje.
Personnel of Singjamai Police Station under the supervision of Imphal West District SP carried out a Jan Andolan COVID-19 awareness rally today. The rally kicked off from Singjamai parking at around 8 am, went up until Pisham Bridge and returned to its initial point. Top officers and officer in charge of Singjamai Police Station, Potsangbam Sanjoy, took part in the rally. Police personnel raised awareness on safety measures to ward off coronavirus like wearing of face masks properly, following of COVID-19 related SOPs and maintaining of social distancing norms. Singjamai Police Station also distributed face masks and hand sanitizers to the public. Kakching District Police also took out a Jan Andolan Abhiyan COVID-19 awareness rally at Sora in Kakching District today. A team led by District Additional SP Traffic Romendro led the campaign, participated by residents of Sora and police personnel. Imphal East District Police also took out a Jan Andolan Abhiyan COVID-19 awareness rally today. Relevant SDOs and health workers carried out the campaign from Khongman Mangjil Road to Okram Jutek and concluded at Basikong PAC. Campaigners appealed people to wear face masks and maintain social distancing norms. They warned that violators of COVID-19 SOPs will be punished under Manipur Epidemic Diseases Regulations 2020. Kada Langdum Unit and Kada Imphal East District Committee also jointly organized a awareness program on COVID-19 at Langdum Mamang Laikai in Imphal East District today. 50-year-old Namirakpam Sahib alias Santa, son of Koireng from Basikong Mamang Laikai, who has been accused of raping an 8-year-old minor girl, was produced before Special Judge Pokso Imphal East Choirap Court today. The court remanded the accused to 15 days of judicial custody. He will be produced before the court again on November 3rd. Victim's family and locals stormed the court as he was being produced. Scuffles ensued between the police and the alleged victim's family. A team of city police took away the accused man and managed to tame the agitators. Investors of Smart Society, a subsidiary of Salai Holdings Private Limited, stormed the company office in Tera Rajkumari today, demanding security of their investments. They urged the government to lift any restriction upon the private company considering their plights. They also demanded Salai Holdings Private Limited to make them know the status of their money despite any pending court cases.
Saya mana fazil lek pasti deko, wah benda sumhanba, adu sidam lakpa response, adu ata adum wana bani hele haidare, salai de kari no, atingba thamba khotpa, sarkar ke maik degi gira, atupadi gira, kana na, atingba thamba degi hang biya de belai ramagadi, hang dok piro.
Asingba makangning be whether their office is going to be open or closed. Aduido, sabsaba wa makangning, toido pa wa lepalaitri tang ama ba wangai biyo na hairi amukasu.
Ojek moi na ngangi ba wa se de leibe ya ba wa kharati akoi masi yam lure smart ta moi na paisa pithabani moi na chalai ban ti haibi wa ma ngasi yam na lu ba yam na kong sa chik pa wa ma ngangi adar hayeng akoi di salai de ki noi tawjabani smart ka khoi ga mari le enti akoi paisa pithabani akoi da paisa thobom thokte akoi da mayam crisis thoktana ba moi ki kaino ma yam close oi ba ma warip am lei kre adar masi karino government sum khaitang yengsin pe darkar oi masi matang se da.
Members of More ICP Bypass Road Structure Committee have carried out protest demonstrations at M. Chano village demanding compensation for those affected by Imphal More Road expansion project. Protesters displayed various clouds that read, "We love our house, we condemn DC order of 11 September 2020, we demand 2020 survey record of NHI DCL and ADB 2018, etc." Speaking to media, Chairman of More ICP Bypass Road Structure Committee, Holpao Baite, condemned the recent remarks of Chairman of Indo-Myanmar Asian Highway No. 1 Affected Committee, Thangkolam Thoktang. Calling him a self-styled chairman, Holpao clarified that his statements have no connection whatsoever with More ICP Bypass Road Structure Committee.
Ekoina taliba demand lam amadi yumgi compensation phongtri phawa ekoigi agitation si homloi government na negotiate toraga janaba matam phongtri phaw si koigi stand homloi.
Women folk of Nauria Pakanglak Assembly constituency have carried out a protest rally demanding to appoint a local MLA. Representatives of 5 women organizations have expressed concerns that the constituency sans MLA is being deprived of various government welfare schemes and benefits amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Members of 5 Maira Paibi groups of Hobam Marak Chingtham Laikai, Laurembam Laikai, Kesham Laikai, Hairangoi Thong and Ning Themja Karong carried out a mass rally last night demanding the same. The rally commenced from the ground of Hobam Marak Chingtham Laikai and passed through the streets of the 5 localities in the constituency. Speaking to media, Maira Paibi member Purni Shi expressed disappointment that ex-MLA of Nauria Pakanglak Assembly constituency had resigned before the completion of his tenure, eyeing for ministerial post, leaving behind many pending jobs for the welfare of people in the constituency.
Re-election haiba makak mayam tongnai sumaina tawba yana yahandaba sisu magi asauba marana masu oi mayam loina vote hanna dore tarik lepre re-election se akhoi gi jo hannana ba yanana ba chingbiyu sumaina mapi mapa leitana leiba chahi chupam leiba haiba sidi koi praja miyam na yajaningde kari kramai tawraganda mapi mapa leinana bagi thorang se yagadagi haiba dusu sarkar gi maikai da matamda chinbira o joji nauria pakhang lakpase yamna awa phibam da leiramani Sarkar sina gari marangi noba moi masen pham munadana adagi paisa munadana leibagi mahuta prajagi awaba naba mayam sigi kari mai control tawgadage kamai phangadagi haibagi thorangdi lokhatraga moi masen pham munadana sarkar thugainadana resign tawladana leibasidi tasengnamak koi pende.
Chandal District Animal Farmers Welfare Union has withdrawn their proposed indefinite ban on a Chandal District Headquarter Road and Imphal More Road from October 27th, as they have come to an agreement with the Veterinary Department. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on Congress MLA K. Megachandra slamming those MLAs who recently left the party. Keep watching Impact News.
Akash, India's #1 coaching institute for medical and engineering with a legacy of more than 31 years. Akash scores a perfect hat-trick in NEET 2020 with top 3 ranks 3 years in a row. Enroll now for new repeater batches. Akash Institute, success is waiting. For more details, kindly contact Akash Institute, Manipur Center. Contact number 897-441-2755 or 690-937-8833. Panthoibi Group presents Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, has completed its 15 years of service, having 13 branches including Guwahati. Provides subsidized home loan under PMAY CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Panthoibi Microfinance deals in microfinance. Panthoibi Nidhi Limited provides loans against fixed deposit and properties. Panthoibi Construction booking is going on for flats, villas, row house. For more details, kindly contact Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its subsidiary group of companies.
Welcome back. You're watching Tuesday Primetime English Bulletin on Impact News. Chairman of Media Coordination Committee, Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee, MLA K. Megachandra tears term the recent departure of some MLAs from Congress Party as positive turn of events. He alleged them of being greedy for ministerial posts and calls them violators of the party's constitution. MLA K. Megachandra was speaking at the bi-poll-related meeting of INC candidates from Saitu, Lilong and Wangoi Assembly constituencies today. The MLA reminded that a double-bench hearing is still ongoing against Minister Olukhoi under the 10th schedule of the Indian Constitution. He said if people of Wangoi elected him at this time, there might be 3 more bi-polls in the constituency within the next 5 years. Megachandra also accused the recently appointed Minister of Hooliganism and espousing corruption in public platforms and aided such situation proves the present government's failure. The MLA also condemned Ngamthang Hauke for contesting in the upcoming by-election from Saitu Assembly constituency after backing off earlier. He expressed disappointment that by-election is being conducted amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Congress candidate of Saitu Assembly constituency, Dr. Lamting Thang Haukip, Lilong Assembly constituency, INC candidate Azizul Hek Khan, and Wangoi Assembly constituency, INC candidate Salam Joy appealed for public support to bring reform the state.
Lairabasinggi adagi thabak phangdaba mayam singsidi forget it about that madu ma kauthokre aduga mahakna political power hujiksu mangai hujik lairiba COVID-19 pandemic the rest of the country hujikse down laba matam sida now akhoi gi Manipur sidi peak time oikhalaise sugumba by election gi kari kai mayam singsina tahoidaba thabak adagi sahi manga gi mandate pikhraga by election amuk tohonba power pamba mantri oiba pamba laikai sigi kendra sigi di nomu phawada this and that mafam khungde village atana mayam sigi awana Hangbida sitting on Tang Hauki. Very unfortunate. Sugumba by election of Mapam Saitu Assembly, constituency the Mahagna, Chilaga Tohan Base, Parza Singse, like Hibal Tabadona. Adegi, Gian Taba, Adegi, Tongan, Basarkar, Tabak to Wall Tabadona. Downing but a Tauba, Naharon Muxinaba, Adegi, political power Muxinaba, Mantri Mukoyaba, Asugumba Misidi, political power hungry with Misidi, in the Sigi of Papa Pungamaroi, Laibuk Pavani Mahana Congress Hados at Kibase.
Filing of nomination forms for the upcoming by-election to be held on November 7th for Lilong and Wangjing Tentha Assembly constituencies ended today. 5 candidates have filed their nomination papers from Lilong Assembly constituency and 3 from Wangjing Tentha Assembly constituency. Candidates who have nomination from Lilong Assembly constituency are independent candidates Y. Yantas Khan, M.A. Zawar Khan, Mohammad Abdul Nasir, Wang Mayum Reshma and INC candidate Wazizur Hek Khan. While from Wangjing Tentha Assembly constituency, BJP candidate Paunam Brojan, INC candidate M. Hemanta and independent candidate Sarangthem Menaubi have filed their nomination papers. Scrutiny of nomination papers is on October 21st and last date for withdrawal of nomination forms is on October 23rd. A combined team of Commando Thoubal and Bishnupur arrested a man in possession of 39 boxes of SP tablet capsules from Thoubal Waithau, Lipokpi. The arrested person is 31-year-old Mohammad Safiwal, son of Mohammad Abdul Noor from YL Labok, Maning Laikai. A Tata Asok Leyland and a mobile handset were also seized from him. He has been handed over to Thoubal police station along with seized items for necessary actions. Some people were found demolishing at the old building of Hairok Higher Secondary School. Democratic Youth Front has appealed to the relevant authorities to look into the illegal act being carried out by the miscreants. Asserting that government school is the government's property, Joint Secretary of the Front, Laishram Kishan, appealed to the Chief Minister and the Education Minister to look into the matter without further delay.
Hairok Higher Secondary da block kara sidokhiba asi Democratic Youth Federation DYF ka Hairok Higher Secondary ki principal ga paw phongna jabada sidokhiba block singsi hojiki oina sidokpa yare habigi ayaba government gi maike gi pirakpa leite na takpiri tobuto ko sidokhiba block sing si masak mathumayam si government gi maike di option lawgatobni adu su lawba leide kanagumba miyo kharana sayan ngayen yenakhiba Sidanatana Hiroki Mafam Kayarasu, Tuhairaga, Position, Mafam Maran Kangandaba, Asi Democratic Federation, Yamkana, Wamini Makeda, Dohan Vidanaba, Hajeri.
Chief Minister Nongthoma Birena today launched the Dashboard of Irrigation and Water Resources Projects. Water Resources and Minor Irrigation Commissioner Jacinta Lazarus explained about the dashboard at the event held at Chief Minister's Secretariat. Water Resource Minister Lepao Haukib and other relevant officials attended the event. Keeping intact the age-old ties between hills and valley inhabitants, leaders of Anal and Chiru communities residing at Ukhrul, Chandal, Tamenglong and More paid a visit to titular King of Manipur cum Rajya Sabha MP Leisemba Sanajauba at the Manipur Royal Palace today. They gifted seasonal fruits and vegetables grown in the hills and also presented travel shawls to the titular king. The leaders and the titular king discussed about various issues facing the state during the meet. Citizens Development Committee (CDC) has appealed to the government to supply water to residents of Wahengbam Laikai, Salam Laikai, Maino Lairak, Moirang Lairak of Sagolban Assembly constituency. Committee members claimed that people in these areas have been deprived of proper water supply since the beginning of this year. District Mental Health Program under the aegis of a District Health Society, Thoubal organized World Mental Health Day today. Naksha Mukta Bharat campaign to curb the menace of a drug addiction in the society was also held during the event held at Community Health Center, Yaripok today. Psychiatry Hekrujam Jina interacted with ASHA workers, medical and social welfare department staff. Speaking at the event, member of Naksha Mukta Bharat campaign Thoubal, Yumnam Lakshman said ASHA workers, drug abusers, rehabilitation centers and everyone have a role to play in curbing drug menace. Two-day-long observance of the 222nd that anniversary of Rajashri Bhaigachandra concluded today. Rajashri Bhaigachandra Cultural Foundation Manipur and Gopinath Seviyat Committee jointly organized the second and last day of the observance at Ningthokong Gopinath Mandir. Mahadhuman, initiated by the late King of Manipur, was performed on the occasion. Apunba Manipur Matam Ishei Kanglup Amek has condoled the untimely demise of renowned singer and lifetime president of Amek, Laishram Sando. Medium to heavy rainfall is expected in some areas of the state this few upcoming days, as per a report from Indian Meteorological Department Regional Center, Guwahati. Rainfall is expected in some areas of Tamenglong, Senapati, Ukhrul, Kamjong, Judibam, Noni, Churachandpur, Chandal and Farjol districts today. Few areas of Tamenglong, Senapati, Judibam, Noni, Kakching, Teknopal, Chandal, Churachandpur and Farjol district might receive rainfall on October 21st, while some areas of Judibam, Noni, Bishnupur, Taubal, Churachandpur and Farjol districts and few areas of Ukhrul, Kamjong, Kakching and Chandal districts may expect rainfall on October 22nd. Most of the areas in Ukhrul, Kamjong, Chandal, Churachandpur and Farjol districts might get showers on October 23rd, and in few areas of Tamenglong, Senapati, Kangpokpi and Imphal West district. Rainfall is also expected in couple of areas in Imphal East, Judibam, None, Bishnupur, Taubal, Kakching and Teknopal district, while most of the areas in Tamenglong and Senapati districts might receive rainfall on October 24th. Few areas in Kangpokpi, Imphal West, Imphal East, Judibam, None, Bishnupur, Taubal, Kakching, Teknopal, Chandal, Churachandpur, Farjol, Ukhrul and Kamjong districts might also receive rainfall. As per a report from Agro-Meteorological Unit, Lamphilpad, today's rainfall was recorded at 14.5 mm. Highest temperature was recorded at 25.3 degrees centigrade and lowest temperature at 21.9 degrees centigrade. Humidity in the morning was 95% and 82% in the evening. Hero Indian Super League 2020 will kick off on November 28 under the aegis of All India Football Federation in Goa. League matches will be played in 3 different stadiums. L. Ajit Kumar from Manipur has been selected as a referee and S. Kennedy as assistant referee. Press release from All Manipur Football Association AMFA said they will have to undergo necessary COVID-19 RT-PCR test, and if found negative thrice, then only they can proceed further by reporting to the referee department of AIFF with the necessary documents on November 5th. And before we wrap up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses nation, says the lockdown has gone but coronavirus still lingers on. Manipur reports 284 new cases and 4 deaths in the last 24 hours. Confirmed cases reach 16,000. Death toll reaches 121. India's COVID-19 tally nears 76 lakhs with above 46,000 new cases recorded in the last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above 88%. Six student bodies, MSU, Desam, KSA, AMS, MSF and SUK claim Chief Minister N. Biren of flouting COVID-19 SOPs during by-election rallies. And MLA K. Megachandra terms exodus of MLAs from Congress party as positive turn of events, calling them violators of party norms and greedy for ministerial posts. That's all we have for today. Thanks for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. For more news updates, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.